see who's paying for that kind of access to the president?
Well, as you know, Garrett, this question has been raised with the president. I have also addressed the dinner tonight. The president is attending it in his personal time. It is not a White House dinner. It's not taking place here at the White House. But certainly I can raise that question and try to get you an answer for it.
You mentioned this is not a White House dinner, but the president is always the president. And the Trump family is making money off of this. So can you just explain, how is this not the president using the office to enrich himself?
All of the president's assets are in a blind trust, which is managed by his children. And I would argue one of the many reasons that the American people reelected this president back to this office is because he was a very successful businessman before giving it up to publicly serve our country.
Just because the corruption is playing out in public where everybody can see it doesn't mean that it isn't rampant, rapacious corruption. And what is happening tonight, this private, secret dinner in which individuals who have put money in Donald Trump's pocket get access to him, is maybe the most corrupt of all of the corruption.
Donald Trump is using the presidency of the United States to make himself richer through crypto. And he's doing it right out there in plain sight.
President Trump is saying, open your wallet, hand me your money, and we'll consider the request that you have.
This story is about Donald Trump, but it's also about Republicans. It's about Republicans having no backbone or spine. It's about Republicans complicit in Donald Trump's corruption.
Peter Baker, the concerns over the Trump hotel in the first term seem almost quaint with where we are now. Just a couple of days after the brouhaha over the Qatari jet, now we have this, and that you package laid out so well, the concerns about President Trump and his family enriching themselves because with this meme coin. I mean, you've covered the White House for a long time. I mean, I'm almost speechless at this. Could you imagine if Barack Obama or Joe Biden did anything like it?
No, we couldn't. They never did anything like this. This is just, it's not the first presidential family that kind of profited off the White House. You can certainly find other examples of that in history, but the scale of this, the scope of this is so far beyond anything history has ever seen. It's not just even this cryptocurrency thing, although hundreds of millions of dollars have gone to the president's family and businesses in fees because of this coin, which is basically just a reminder. There's nothing to it. A coin is it's not a value of anything. It's not even a stock. It's not even a share of a company that's producing something. It's just simply there for people to buy because they want to curry favor with the president, and they can do it anonymously. They can do it secretly. By the way, foreign entities can do that. We also saw as he went around the Middle East last week, the president, his family was out there, sealing deals, making deals. They have been building projects that obviously had interest from people who would like to curry favor with the president of the United States. Melania Trump made $28 million from this Amazon, film is, whatever we want to call it, basically an extended advertisement for her that they have made her executive producer, and she's going to be profiting from. I mean, the endless numbers of ways that this family is making money put even Hunter Biden, as much as the Republicans complained about him trading on his father's name, it makes him look like a piker by comparison.
Yeah, simply not comparable. Matt Lewis, I mean, we saw Lamar Odom was the NBA star, apparently, who also was there last night. Why do Republicans not care?
Because whatever Donald Trump wants to do, Donald Trump does. And they saw, whether it's the Access Hollywood video or the indictments, that this guy is magic, and he always ends up landing on his feet, and their base loves him. So they're afraid of him. So some of them may care a little bit, but not enough to do anything about it. But look, the implications here are serious, right? Democracy isn't dying, it's being rug pulled. That's basically what the message here is. And, it's hard to look at what happened last night and not see it anything other than bribery dressed up as a fancy cocktail hour. I mean, it's so obvious. It would be transparent if we knew who was there, but it is obviously bribery. And, as Peter was saying, we've seen something like this before, not to this extent. certainly, but I'm old enough to remember Bill Clinton and, you know, allegations of renting out the Lincoln bedroom and Chinese donors and scandals, real scandals that I think actually damaged Bill Clinton, the accumulation of these scandals, certainly. And I wonder why that's not happening now. And I don't want to blame the victims here, but I don't think Democrats have a Newt Gingrich or a Rush Limbaugh. And if they did, you know, we see those Democrats standing up there condemning this. I don't think it's landing yet. And so, you know, yes, Republicans ought to be standing up and holding their president, their standard bearer, accountable. I don't think the Democrats yet have the juice to take what is just transparently bribery and make it matter to the American people.
Well, we'll hear from one of those Democrats, Senator Amy Klobuchar, a little later this morning. We'll certainly revisit this topic with her. Author and columnist Matt Lewis and Chief White House Correspondent of the New York Times, Peter Baker, our thanks to you both. Coming up here on Morning Joe, MSNBC contributor Pablo Torre is here.